What's the worst insult you ever got from a relative? I can still hear Aunt Vera's voice cutting through Thanksgiving dinner, sharp and delighted like she'd been rehearsing it all day. A designer? That's adorable. Isn't that what people call themselves when they drop out of real school? My mom had just been bragging about my promotion to senior designer at my firm. Nothing major, just proud mom stuff. Then Vera, my dad's older sister, the one who wore her master's degree like a crown, decided to remind everyone of my greatest failure. I didn't drop out, I said quietly. I took a semester off and dad died. She swirled her wine. But you never went back, did you? Some of us actually finish what we start. My cousin pretended to be very interested in his mashed potatoes. My uncle suddenly needed more turkey. My mom opened her mouth and closed it. Vera smiled wider. I'm just saying, in my day, we didn't use mental health as an excuse for giving up. We pushed through. I wanted to throw my plate at her, or scream, or cry. Instead, I smiled that horrible, brittle smile people wear when they're trying not to shatter. You're right, I said. I should have been stronger. She nodded, satisfied, and the conversation limped forward. I left early, claiming a work deadline. In my car, I sat in the driveway for 20 minutes, hands shaking on the steering wheel. I'd spent 3 years rebuilding myself after dad's death. Therapy, night classes, working 2 jobs to pay rent while freelancing on the side. I'd clawed my way to senior designer, and she dismissed it all in one sentence. But here's what Vera didn't know about that semester I took off. I hadn't just left school because dad died. I left because I'd been the one who found him. Heart attack, alone in his apartment. I did CPR for 11 minutes while waiting for paramedics. They said I did everything right. He died anyway. After that, I couldn't sit in a classroom, couldn't focus, couldn't pretend everything was normal while professors droned about design theory. So I left, worked, and survived. And Vera, who'd skipped dad's funeral because she couldn't handle the emotions, called me lazy. The next few months were quiet. I didn't go to Christmas, made excuses about work. Mom understood, or pretended to. Then February rolled around. The firm landed a huge client, a tech company renovating its headquarters. They specifically requested me after seeing my portfolio. It was the kind of project that could make a career. My boss pulled me aside. This is big, Claire. Don't screw it up. I didn't. I worked 80-hour weeks, collaborated with architects, engineers, and contractors, fought for every detail. The client loved it. My boss loved it. When the building opened in October, it got written up in 3 design journals. That Thanksgiving, I almost skipped again. But Mom begged me to come, said it had been too long, promised Vera would behave herself. I went, brought store-bought pie so I wouldn't have to stay long. Vera was already holding court when I arrived, telling everyone about her daughter's PhD program, her son's law career, and her own consulting work. When I walked in, she smiled. Oh, Claire, still designing things? Yep, I said, setting down my pie. Still at it. She laughed. Well, at least you're consistent. Dinner started the same as last year. Turkey, football, small talk. Then my uncle asked what I'd been working on. Just an office building, I said. Downtown. He pressed for details. I gave him the name of the tech company. His eyes widened. Wait, the new headquarters? That was you? Vera's fork stopped moving. You designed that? My cousin sat up straighter. I heard about that building. It's supposed to be revolutionary. Something about natural light and collaborative spaces? I shrugged. We tried some new things. My uncle pulled out his phone. It says here the lead designer is, he read my full name. Claire Donovan. That's you. The table turned to look at me. Vera's face had gone very still. Why didn't you say anything? Mom asked, beaming. Didn't seem important, I said, cutting into my turkey. But it was important. Vera knew it. Everyone knew it. Her daughter's PhD was impressive. Her son's law career was solid. But I'd built something people could see, touch, work in every day. Something that would still be standing long after dissertations were filed away and cases were closed. Vera cleared her throat. Well, that's quite an accomplishment. I met her eyes. Thanks. I guess dropping out worked out after all. She didn't respond. Just pushed food around her plate while everyone else asked me questions about the project, the design process, and the client. For the first time in 2 years, she had nothing to say. After dinner, I was loading dishes when she cornered me in the kitchen. I want you to know, she said stiffly, I never meant to hurt your feelings. I kept washing a plate. Yes, you did. She blinked. I was just trying to motivate you. No, you were trying to make yourself feel superior. I set the plate down. And you know what? It worked. For a while, Claire. But I didn't finish what I started because of you. I finished because of Dad. Because he would have wanted me to build something that mattered. I dried my hands and walked out. I didn't need her apology. Didn't need her approval. I built something beautiful out of my grief. And that was enough. The cruelest thing a relative ever said was that I'd given up. The best revenge was proving I never did.